crossover episode you guys have all been waiting for. Me and Aislinn getting to work together for once.
I know, we were just talking about
exciting.
it. We're like, how have we never actually worked together? But I constantly see you on Soon. I'm sure you see me on Soon.
No, I see you too. And we've seen each other in passing a lot. It's not like we haven't met before.
No, exactly.
But we've never been put on a live before.
I know.
And I feel like
so
we have
excited.
very similar vibes.
Very high energy.
And Brendan put it perfectly that you're the more polished version. And no one ever knows what I'm going to say. So
But that's what makes it fun.
That's what makes it fun, and I own my brand. I'm crazy, and I'm okay with that. So this is great.
And I'm full of random fun facts all the time about random things, so that's great.
Yeah.
There you go.
And yeah, so welcome everybody. We're gonna be talking about
We're gonna be talking about drugs for plants. But
For plants.
So okay. We're kind of waiting for people to like come in. We want to give you guys some time to like come in, settle down, chill out, get ready for the live. But I think we're probably ready to get going.
I feel like it's been more than 45 seconds.
Okay. We'll get started. Okay, so as we said, we're gonna be talking about drugs.
Let's get started.
For plants.
For plants.
As well as our other favorite plant accessories today, taking care of our lovely plant babies. But we'll get into that in a second here. We'll dive full in a second.
All right, yeah, so we have 3 products that we're going to be talking to you about today, all in the realm of plants. Now listen, Aislinn has a green thumb. I do not have a green thumb, so this might be the live for you. I'm signed up for class today.
That's okay, we're here to educate.
I'm very excited because I can't keep a plant alive. But before we get started, I have the Soon monologue, the business that I have to get through. I just want to say hello to everybody on Instagram and YouTube. We love you. However, Soon is where we want you to be, because Soon is where you're going to be able to actually scroll and shop the show. You can swipe up on the screen and you can see all of the different products that we're going to be talking about. Also, Soon has had some really cool updates lately, including a chat feature. So on the Soon app, I want you to leave your comments and maybe leave me some plant tips and maybe leave me a little joke that's going to make me giggle. I love to giggle. So yeah,
we got. I was waiting. I wanted to make sure that we got through all of that, but we do already have a comment because when you're over here on Soon, you can chat with us. So make sure you come on over. Olivia would like to tell us on Soon. Yeah, let's do some drugs for our plants. Our plants are gonna be so happy afterwards.
That's
the one real plant we have will be happy afterwards.
Yeah, literally.
all the fake plants will. Well, they just exist, so.
Yeah, full transparency, there's a lot of plants on our set here that are not breathing and living. They're for show, they're decor. But it's okay.
Yeah.
What can you do?
It's fine.
What can you do?
We do have one real one, and I have many real ones at home. So we can
Yes.
speak from experience, and we'll just take care of all of your real ones at home, either current or future. Maybe this will inspire people to, like,
I want
decorate
so
with
badly to really keep a plant alive, but shout out to my sister Carly. She traveled for like a few months and I killed all of her plants. So today starts my redemption arc. Come along.
It. Okay, well then perfect. So we'll talk about our first product here because it would probably help save your sister's plants. This is drugs for plants. You can see it in this fun little bag. It's pretty reminiscent of drugs. I'm just gonna leave that comment at that. But
legal drugs from dispensaries.
Legal drugs. But this is a powder, which you're probably thinking like, what do I do with a powder for plants? You're not gonna be like sprinkling it
like garlic powder.
So what's nice is that it can come with this nice little 1/4 teaspoon.
Because there's different options of ways you buy it, right?
And there are many different ways that you can purchase bundles, but as far as like how this actually works, you just need 1/4 teaspoon of the powder in 4 cups of water, and that's it. So this tiny little bag actually makes 7 gallons worth of fertilizer.
Oh God.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Also it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Like, how long does that last, right? Like, how long does 7 gallons of fertilizer last?
Apparently some plants don't need to be watered every day, which is one of my biggest misconceptions.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Do not water your plants every day. Do not even water them every week.
What?
Oh my gosh, this is why you killed the plants. Fun fact, the #1 way people kill plants is by over-watering them, not underwatering them.
Okay, I'm just gonna overfeed my children, I guess.
This will last you for feeding about 5 plants for about 3 months. That's how long this will last.
Okay.
This one little thing. So why don't we summon Bradley? Bradley, can we have some water, please?
Bradley, we sure have parched over here. Thank you.
Thank you, Bradley.
Thank you. You have to curtsy before you leave.
We won't make you do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Saya.
All right, we now have 4 cups of water.
Rip it open. I like.
Here, can you? I'm actually struggling.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm struggling with
pressure. Okay. Oh wait.
See what I mean?
Did you guys get that?
We got it. Okay,
All
we got
right.
it.
And so it's like the type that seals shut.
Yeah, it does reseal. Good point. Yes, the bag does reseal.
Open it up. I want to smell this. Okay, so it's like a green powder. Would we be allowed to dump some out to show
Yeah, why
some
not?
texture?
Let's do it. Yeah. Oh,
it's like gray, and I'm gonna smell it.
Can we?
It doesn't smell like anything.
Here, show that on my finger there. You can see.
It smells like earth.
Yeah. Well, so what it has a lot of nitrogen in it, which is what plants need for food. So they call this drugs for plants, but really what it is, this is plant food.
Plant food. Okay.
This is going to take care of the plant. For those of you at home who care, I believe it's what, like 4:8:6, I believe is the ratio. You know what? I can't remember. Either way, the important thing is it's made for houseplants. This is like a good ratio for
listed on there too.
I was looking for it and I can't remember. It basically just has to do with like how much. Oh, it's 8:4:6. I had it slightly off, but it's 8:4:6. For those of you who know what that means, great. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it.
I don't know what that means.
It basically is just like how much nitrogen or other like stuff is
like
in
the
there.
ratio. Okay.
All you need to know is that this is good for houseplants.
Okay.
So here, we'll mix this in here.
So
that's
it's
it.
just
That's all
one?
we need.
Okay.
Yeah, literally a quarter teaspoon in all of this.
So a little goes a long way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yes, reading on the back here, the guaranteed analysis, we have nitrogen, available phosphate, soluble potash, calcium, magnesium, boron, copper, iron, manganese, and zinc. That probably means something to you.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't mean a ton. It just is the type of stuff that plants need in their soil. Because, okay, so what does a plant need to survive, right? Oh, wait. Pause, because we have a comment from Soon. Let's see. Olivia is wondering, Rachel, was there a smell? Oh, does it smell?
Yeah, I did shove my nose in this. I didn't snort it, but it's not, I don't really smell anything strong. If anything, I smell like a little bit of earth. Take with that as you will. It smells like the ground. But no, nothing crazy. Kind of smells like I'm walking through a Lowe's, I guess. I don't know. Kind of pleasant.
Yeah, even the water doesn't really smell like anything, which is nice because I've used other like liquid fertilizers that smell chemically.
Oh yeah, they smell like cow poop too a lot of times too.
This isn't that. You don't have that around your house.
No dung? It doesn't have a dung smell.
No. All right, here, let's water our little succulent.
A little bit.
That's helpful. We'll talk about that later.
Now, I had a logistical actual plant question for you.
Yes.
So, plants need sunlight and water, but why do plants need food? Can you make a plant live without any sort of supplemental food?
So, fun fact, I actually have multiple plants in my house that are literally just living in water, straight up water, like not even in soil.
Like the thing that you do it.
Some plants are okay with that, like a pathos, which do we have? In our lovely background over here, I'm not sure if you can actually see it. If you have a plant that looks like that, or heartleaf is what it's also called, if you have a plant that looks like this, it can probably survive in just water. However, in order to help them actually grow bigger, having a pot with space for roots is going to help. But then also all of the nutrients in the soil is what then gives them like the real strength to actually grow like additional leaves and things like that. So they just need the water and the sunlight, really. Yeah. But to have them grow stronger, last longer, and actually like really grow size-wise is gonna be, that's really what this is gonna be. Like especially, I know if you guys are plant moms out there, you probably love monsteras like I do. They're gorgeous. They have the big fat leaves that look very tropical. Oh my gosh, wait, we have a monstera. We have a monstera right over here. Let's drag it in because I love monsteras.
You mean this monstera?
This monstera! These, if you gave a monstera plant food like this, it would start sprouting bigger leaves.
So you could
Which is like the goal with these plants. You always want a bigger monstera leaf. I have one that's like this big. I'm so proud. And
I got it.
We got it. But yeah, so that's what plant food is. Like to wrap it all up here, this is basically food for your plants. You only need to water your plants about every 2 weeks.
Every plant in general?
Not every plant. It does vary.
Plants, yeah.
But like that's a pretty good rule of thumb for yourself, especially if you're not used to like what plants need. Every 2 weeks is probably going to be good.
Okay.
And then if you are then using this plant food, I'm going to call it food because that is kind of what it is. Using plant food, it's going to just grow more.
Okay. Yeah, so this essentially is foolproof for people like me that need a little additional help when it comes to taking care of my kids, aka plants.
Yes, exactly.
Having yeah, it's like, you know, it because I have a hard time keeping things alive. So
well, you do a pretty good job with yourself, so that counts.
Thanks. I showed up today. It's all that matters, you know.
And just as a reminder, it is all you need to do is the 1/4 teaspoon, which we have right here.
Just one of those. Okay.
One of these and 4 cups of water. 4
cups of water.
One last thing about this spoon, it's super bendy.
Oh, that's what?
And so you can hang it.
Okay, so before the live started, Aislinn told me, she's like, there's like a cool like secret hack about this. I'm like, how could there be? It's just a spoon. She's like, I'll wait to show you. I had no idea that could happen. Can you bend it back straight if you want to?
This thing used to be like curly, not curly Q, but like wavy. And then we bent it back. So
wow, I had no idea. I was not expecting that. I really didn't think like what some sort of hack could be with a spoon. Now, there, as you mentioned earlier, if you want to look under Shop the Show, there's different bundles of way you can buy this bag. One of the bags you can purchase comes with a spoon like this, which I suggest you do that because one, it's long, so it gets all in there. And two, you might have, you know, measuring spoons at home, but I don't think you want to, you know, combine your measuring spoon for your food with your plant. You could.
I agree. I agree. I would want something specific.
Yeah, something separate. Yeah. So, yes, we do have a question.
We have lots of questions.
Would you like to take the first one?
Sure. Okay, so, well, we can both answer these.
I'm looking at the questions. I don't know if I can answer some
Okay, so from Katie, what is your favorite plant? Do you have a favorite plant?
I like flowers.
That counts as a plant.
Do trees count as plants?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I like willow trees and sycamore trees and oak trees, and I'm allergic to all of them.
That's so sad. You know what? I'm also allergic to plants, though, and I still love them.
And I still
cats.
Love them. So, and those are things I really like.
We love the things that we're allergic to. I'm lactose intolerant, and I love pizza. So, you know.
We love what's not good for us.
All right. And then my favorite plant, I'd say, is probably Monstera.
That one right there.
I love the one that we were showing earlier with the big leaves. They're just so pretty. That one. And then, okay, we have a question from Emily. Do you name your plants? Did your sister name plants at all? Caladisi
was one of them. That was like the big one that I like really, sorry. And then I'm trying to think of the other ones, but I had a plant too. Like my first housewarming gift that I was given was a plant from a previous teacher of mine, which I just think was so nice. Love you, Amy. But my plant was named, I think, like Gerald or something, and it died. But I think by the end of this live, Gerald, I'm going to have more, because apparently you need to repot your plants, and that'll be our next product that we get into, getting into potting, something I hadn't known. So, yes. But yeah, to tie us back to, thank you for those questions, Emily and Katie asked both of them, right? Thank you for that. Yes. Let's just tie back into the people that might just be joining us from the live. The product, we're talking about 3 products today. The first one that we have in front of us is Drugs for Plant. This is a really cool product. It's like supplemental food for your plants, and how you use it is every 2 weeks you're going to scoop a 1/4 teaspoon of drugs for every 4 cups of water. It does give you a lot of water, so this is good if you have a lot of plants, right? But I think so it's good if you have a lot of plants, because this little tiny succulent isn't going to need 4 cups of water.
Especially a succulent. It's just the one live plant we have in the studio.
Do you think we could put this substance, would it work? I don't know the answer to this. If you were to put it in a spray bottle and you were to mist your leaves, does something like that work, or does it need to go in soil?
I would put it in the soil, because what you want is the roots to like take this in. There is benefit in spraying leaves, but that's just like the water getting on the leaves. If anything, it's also just like washing off dust from the leaves.
Oh, really?
So it's not, if you spray this onto your leaves, it's actually just gonna leave like this sort of dirt residue on top of the leaves. You don't really want that.
That makes sense.
So definitely it's worth to put in the soil, because that's where the roots are gonna take it into the actual plant.
And I didn't ask that question like knowing the answer. It's because my sister also gave me a spray bottle, and I was like, what do you mean you want me to spray your plant?
So
I didn't know there's a thing, okay?
There are some plants, this is the thing, each plant likes its very specific care and some are very picky. So if she had a spray bottle, she probably had a routine. But if she didn't tell you how to do it, that's
She did. It's me. I'm the problem. It's
I'm
me.
the problem. It's me. So yeah, so it works. It is a food. It's a fertilizer. That if that word rings more true to you, it's the same thing. It is plant drugs. It is plant food. It is plant fertilizer.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's like thick and it's gritty. It doesn't have like any sort of strong smell to it.
No.
Very earthy, and it has a lot of vitamins in it. And this is gonna last you a long time.
So,
Our sad little thing, a long time.
Let us maybe lift this out, and we can move on to the next
product.
one.
Because that's something I mentioned earlier. Apparently, you need to repot plants, which I hope that you will tell me more about that. And this is the next product. We're going to talk about that. But before that, I have to do the Soon monologue, where we need to address the Sooniverse. Hi, Sooniverse. I didn't forget about you, people on Instagram, people on YouTube, and people on the Soon app. We love you. We hope you come over to the Soon app, because the Soon app has had some really cool updates by people in tech that know how to do things that I wouldn't know how to code an app, but they added a chat box. They added a shop the show feature. If you like swipe left or swipe right, there are so many cool different features on the Soon app that we encourage you to explore, because I like the Soon app. I like to scroll on it when I'm at home, and it's fun like that. So just had to get that out of the way. Also, on the Soon app, you're always going to get free shipping, which we love to hear. And on your first purchase, you're going to get 20% off. So I just had to remind you about those things. But let's get back into the second product. Aislinn, what is this?
It's a pot. I mean, it's a plant pot. It is, but it's beautiful, and it also has this separate tray on the bottom with the built-in drainage hole on the bottom of this pot. And this is 4.5 inches. So you were asking about repotting plants, right?
Why?
So when your plants are growing, all of the roots are growing, which means they're going to be taking up more surface area within the pot that it's within. And so once it gets to a certain size, the plants are going to keep, or the roots are going to keep growing, and then they're going to get what's called root bound. They basically just start growing around the pot in circles because they don't have anywhere else to go. So you do occasionally have to like up the size. Now this is a smaller pot, so this is more for like either a young plant or a small plant.
Okay.
You know?
Because certain plants don't really grow super big. How do you know when it's time to repot?
You know, that's a good question. And most of the time, so if you're if it starts dropping leaves, that's a potential sign.
Oh.
That's a potential sign. Also, it's good to repot them, like, especially if they're consistently growing and getting bigger. It's good to repot them like every year or so.
Oh, a year, okay.
Potential. I mean, I say that, and I don't necessarily do that. I really just feel it out. I think when you see that your plant's not healthy, Google what's going on. Like, Google say, this plant, this problem, and then Google will tell you the answer.
Okay, I do that for all my
because
problems.
there's so many like factors that could go into it. But let's talk more about like what this pot is great for. So it has a drainage hole, which you always want to look for in your pots, because we're talking about the roots, right? We're watering the roots. The roots can get what's called root rot if it ends up staying too wet. Even though they like water, if it's just sitting in damp, warm, room temperature water, the roots can actually like rot, which is not good. Or you can drown your plants. We were talking about this earlier. Most people kill their plants by overwatering them instead of underwatering them.
Oh.
So this makes sure that the extra water is going to drain out. And then it has this nice tray on the bottom to catch that extra water, which is good. Save your tabletops and surfaces.
Now, we have 2 of these pots also somewhere here on the set. If anyone can you see it? It's a scavenger hunt. Well, right here in this, sorry, it's a faux plant, but look at this. This one is, I think it's called like sea glass is the name of this shade. And then to our right over there, we have another cool, it's like a granite coal color. And in this one, we showed what it would look like if you have like a greenhouse and if you have other plant tools, what that would look like. Like this is if you, what is it called? Pruning your plant.
Yeah,
I just learned what that was over the summer. And then like little things like this. It's multifunctional. It's very cute.
I could see this being like on a desk. Like even if you wanted to just use this for like pencils or something like office supplies. You don't even need to.
Yeah. Something artsy like that. I do want to point out though, this brand, the name of it is Mama Pots. This is such a cool brand. I learned that these are handmade from start to finish.
Yeah.
Start to finish. Because a lot of times things say handmade and they're like barely handmade. This is start to finish. And you can tell that because from the inside, not all kind of looks the same. You can tell that there's imperfections when it comes to the paint, but I think that adds to the charm of it. I personally really like that. That being said, handle these with care because they were handmade in Oregon. Oregon's a cool state. I'd love to go there one day. But
have you ever been? Oh, no, you haven't.
No, I haven't been.
I haven't either.
I haven't really been to the Pacific Northwest at all. But I love Twilight, so I'm there in spirit.
But also, too, what you were saying about them being handmade, that also means keep in mind that there's a chance that when you order these, that the color might be slightly different or there might be like a slight imperfection. But that comes from the love
that
of
adds
it
to
being
the charm
handmade.
of it.
I like that.
Because it's one of a
kind. I like
kind.
that element.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
They are so smooth. They're made out of high quality porcelain. It's so smooth. It doesn't I like running my fingers over it.
I know.
You know how sometimes when you run your fingers over things and it makes your soul run cold because it feels like nails on a chalkboard?
Exactly.
Not this. This is so smooth.
We're both over
I know,
here
just like it's just itching our holes. But they're so nice. There are so many colors. I love this mustard. This looks so pretty. The sea glass. What's going on? Oh!
I love this. I love this.
Did you just come up with that on the spot?
Yes. So you're talking about all the different colors, and you could get multiple and then mismatch them.
It's really the little things in life.
Let's do
now
this.
These also work indoor and outdoor, which is good to know if you have an indoor house. Sorry, I didn't mean to scratch you.
No, you're fine.
If you have an indoor house plant, and then also you could be like me. You can have faux plants, and
that
they
is
still
totally
work.
allowed.
It's allowed.
Totally allowed.
You can do that. It doesn't have to put real plants in there. But
because look, taking care of plants does take a lot of effort. It really does.
I know.
So that's okay if you don't want to put in the effort to take care of them because they can also be really picky about their care. Get the fake plants and get the gorgeous lushness of that greenery.
Yeah, having greenery in a space transforms it.
Yes.
Transforms it.
Absolutely.
And I want to get good at having real plants because I know it's really good for the air and maybe it'll, it's good for depression and mental health.
I'm not gonna lie, I talk to my plants.
Wait, really?
They're like my buddies.
Well,
I will literally.
That's good because there's a comment from Kelsey.
Oh, we have a comment.
She says, how many plants does Aislinn have?
I don't even know how to answer. All right, wait, I got.
You
might have to just riff and I'm gonna count in my head because it's so many. How about this? I'll count and I'll answer at the end of the live. I'll have a number for you.
Yeah, I'll tell a little bit more about the different color options that we have.
Or why don't we move on? Because we do have a third one and I want to make sure that we get over to that. So why don't we move on to the third one and then by the end of this I will have an answer for how many plants I have.
And I want to hear some of your names too.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay. That'll be the end. You guys need to stay for the end reveal of how many plants I have and their names.
So if you're just joining us, welcome to Soon. We go live Monday through Friday. Today we are talking about 3 different products. I encourage you to swipe up on your screen on the Soon app. You can't do that on Instagram or YouTube because on the Soon app, if you swipe up, we have a shop the show feature, which you can look at all of these different little buddies. You can read about the descriptions. And as you do that, my voice is not going to go anywhere. I'm still going to be talking on your screen. You're not going to exit out of the live or anything like that. But my name is Rachel. I'm here today with Aislinn, our plant expert. We talked so far about drugs for plants, not for humans. And then we talked about beautiful handmade pots from Eugene, Oregon. And now we are talking about
this cork mat.
What does it do, Aislinn?
Well, so you know how we were talking about the importance of watering your plants, the importance of having drainage on your plants, right? Okay, well, what happens when you have a little water, oopsie, and you get water outside the plant or extra water drains out? You don't want it to damage the surface of whatever plant you're on.
Absolutely not. Especially,
or whatever surface your plant is on.
Especially if it's an indoor plant.
Yes, exactly. So this cork board sits underneath and catches that water. It is water repellent, so the water will just sit right there. It's not gonna soak through and then keep the water on top of the surface anyway. It's just gonna sit on top and dry out, and then it's good to go.
So it doesn't absorb, it repels.
It does repel. Once it sits there for a little bit, it'll absorb a teeny tiny bit, but mostly the water just sits on top, which is good because that way it's not soaking through.
And then it allows it to air dry?
Yeah. There's a little bit of water under here, but that's because we spilled underneath it earlier.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we're actually testing it out right now because we accidentally spilled water and it's putting this to the test.
But then also, I think the most adorable portion for me, obviously,
we should address that.
Thirsty AF, which also, we have so many of these on the app. If you want to swipe from the left to the right, you'll see more about this brand. And you can see all of the various sayings we have underneath these. Because there's also ones that are like, what are some, like, I'm trying to remember what the other phrases are, but they all have to do with, like, water me, or I'm thirsty, or
yeah, like witty one-liners.
Exactly, and things basically to remind you, like, please don't kill your plant. This is perfect for you. This is perfect for you. You won't.
Well, no, because maybe I might overwater.
Oh, that's
so you
true.
never know.
I think there's some for that too. But there's one that says "Hot girls kill plants."
Hot girls kill plants is
Which,
one of
oh my
these.
God, yes,
That's hilarious.
that's the one you need
That's
because we know
going
you're a
on-
hot
that's
girl and
going
you did
on-
kill plants.
Yeah. Thank you. That's going on the Christmas bucket list. Oh, I also want to mention that this is hand branded. So this is actually branded on the cork. And I said earlier, the cork smells like a pub. Smells like a pub. That's it. Just smells like a pub. And that's a good thing.
Only when you put it to your nose, though. It's not like you're gonna put this in your apartment and then your apartment's gonna smell like a pub. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. It's not gonna do all that. But
But I feel like this would be a great gift, especially for someone you know who loves plants, or maybe someone who wants to love plants, wants to have plants in their apartment, but maybe needs a reminder to take care of them.
Yep.
I should get this for you. That's what I'm deciding.
Thank you. My birthday just passed, but I'm always accepting gifts the whole month of October.
My birthday just passed too.
Wait, are you a Libra?
No.
Wait, are you a Virgo?
No, I am. I'm a Libra. We're both Libras. We're both in
Wait.
October. We're both finding this out right
That's
now.
perfect. That makes sense. When? When are you?
October 17th.
I'm October 4th. Say happy birthday to us right now in the comment on soon.
I want everybody to comment happy birthday.
Say happy birthday. And say in Spanish, feliz cumpleaños. Yay.
I love this. Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Happy belated birthday too. Yours came sooner. Yay.
I love this.
This is great. Well, yeah, for my birthday or Christmas coming up, this is only like $6.99, I reckon, which is I don't want to say if it's a good or bad price, but for me, in my budget, that would be a pretty good price.
It feels fair.
I feel like that feels very fair because it's high quality, it's durable. I'm not going to try and break it,
Let's not.
but I don't think you could. You know, it's nice.
Well, I mean, if you really tried, but like then, I mean, it's cork. Like, you know
cork.
how durable
And you
cork
can like
is.
spin it. And the ultimate purpose of this is, yes, it's going to repel that water, but it's also going to protect your surfaces. Because even though you have a tray like this, my sister had one like this too. And all the time I would water and all this water would come out and I would get it on the actual...
You know what that is?
What is that?
That's overwatering.
Great.
That's the theme. Also, I do want to pause you real quick. Thank you to Jacqueline, Katie, Olivia, all saying happy birthday in the comments.
Happy birthdays. Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Oh, and Nick K also says happy birthday.
And Nick,
Thanks,
thank
Nick.
you.
Happy birthday to all you guys too, whenever it is. This is a blanket happy birthday for all of you.
It is. Happy
Yay.
birthday all year long.
All year long. Yay. Well,
So,
Just
okay,
to
so
recap.
shall we review? Because we had 3 wonderful things.
Yes.
3, and that could also be a great, like, gift set, too, because you'd be able to
ooh.
pot your plant,
This is like a beginner.
decorate the plant, and then feed it.
This is a good starter pack. That's a great
It
idea.
is a nice starter pack, honestly. So we do have the drugs for plants, which is basically fertilizer. We then have our beautiful multicolored, well, I mismatched here. We'll actually pair the original. Our beautiful pot here with the drainage and the tray to catch that water.
Handmade, one of a kind.
Handmade, one of a kind. And our Thirsty AF cork board mat, which again, we have so many different sayings
Hot
too.
girls
So
kill plants.
find one that speaks to you or speaks to your friend. And as promised, really quick, I counted in my head how many plants I have. I have at least 25 plants in my apartment.
How were you able to talk while counting in your head and doing that?
It was while you were going over the soon like details. I was like,
okay.
okay, let me count really quick.
You are
It was
very
at least
polished.
25.
At least 25. Wow.
And you were asking about names. My favorite one is named Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, that's punny. I like that. Oh, that's very punny. Good job.
We love her. She's
Yeah.
amazing. I stole her from my mom because she was dying and now she's thriving. So
Aw.
we rescued a plant. She's a rescue plant.
She's a rescue plant. Well, we all need that. So Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining the plans. Thanks for dealing with some of my a little bit silly questions. I know there's probably people at home like, why doesn't she know the answer to that? Why does she not know about doing those things? Well, I don't.
Hey, you know what? We're
but
not know-it-alls.
We're not, but we're here learning together, and these products are going to help us take care of our plants. We encourage you to look at the shop to show, to look at all the different features, and I think that you had a really good point in that this could be such a good gift to put together as like a starter kit for someone that has like a very first plant. House plants are always going to be the best housewarming gift. That and candles, and I stand by that.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much. This was really fun.
It's a lot of fun.
This was really great. I'm so glad you know more about plants now.
I know.
Do you guys.
Honestly, you are so very helpful in how you answered my questions. Like, you're very good at explaining. So thank you very much. Thanks for joining us today on the live. We'll see you again tomorrow live on Soon. Again, join the Soon app. You're always going to get free shipping, and you're going to get 20% off your first purchase. And we love that. So happy October. Happy birthday to us. Thanks for hanging out with us. Go get plants.
Bye.
Bye.